Welcome back. The Amazon series Them is the #1 show on the streaming platform, and the series is something to really see. It brings black lives from the 1950s onto the big screen with all of our complex humanity, as it highlights real estate injustices black people faced in the midst of the Great Migration. The creator, the showrunner, the writer, and the executive producer of the series. First of all, my brother, congratulations on Them. It has been on the #1 slot for a while now. You are doing it big, and we're so proud of you, man. What was the inspiration to tell this story, though?
Well, first of all, thank you, and thank you for having me. It was a number of things. It was waking up. I started writing this about 4 years ago during a time where I was waking up, it seemed like every single morning and doing what we do, looking through social media, looking through news, and seeing sort of video after video after video of Black folks sort of terrorized in some capacity, either threatened with the police, threatened with the threat of the police, harassed, surveilled. And it got me thinking a lot about my own experience with that gaze, but also a history of that gaze that stretches all the way back to the founding of this country. And so it started as a need to sort of both document and explore and interrogate the terror at the heart of this country. At the same time, I was thinking a lot about the American dream, and nothing is more emblematic of that dream, in my opinion, than the dream of homeownership. But as we know, it's been anything but a dream for Black folks in this country. It's been a nightmare. So to be able to go under the floorboards of the American dream and explore that through the lens of terror was really the beginning of my journey.
Let's think about that word terror, and then let's think about the horror genre, because I think that it's really fascinating that this becomes the modality that you use to tell the story of Black misery in this country, and really Black, as you said, Black terror. What is it about the horror genre that opens up possibilities for the kinds of stories you want to tell?
Horror's always had a tremendous way of couching really sort of dark and complex and difficult topics and social topics in a package that I think makes it easier to go down. I think because it's horror, because your pulse is pounding, and because it feels like a roller coaster ride, it allows you to sort of take in subconsciously some of the messaging that you may not have taken in had it just been a straight drama. You may have been more resistant to it. I consider horror sort of almost like the sugar that allows you to take down the meal. And it's always been that. I mean, I think back to my favorite horror films from the 60s and 70s, The Exorcist, one of the most fantastic films of all time, but also a film about faith and about grappling with good versus evil and all these really sort of deep and complex issues. So I think horror's always had that tremendous ability to do just that.
One of the things that I really like is the nuance and the care, but also the sense of history that the series has. For example, the first season is subtitled Covenant. And for many people, it's the first introduction they have to the idea of the restrictive covenants that kept Black applicants from buying homes in neighborhoods during the first half of the century. Of course, 20th century, that is. Of course, the Supreme Court, struck that stuff down eventually. But it still had a huge impact on Black life, and it contributed to the racial wealth gap that we experience now. How important was it, one, for you to have that sense of history and put it into the series, and how did you decide sort of which were the big issues, the big developments, the big barriers that you wanted to take up in the project?
It was extremely important. In fact, it was central to the series. I think there's a sort of a mistake to think of segregation as sort of a word from the past. Like, it's that was a word from 100 years ago. It's not a word that exists today. And, I think we all know this country remains an incredibly segregated place. There's a red line around just about everything in this country, from real estate to education to healthcare. And so for me, it was always about grounding a story even though it was in the past, making it feel incredibly modern and making it feel like something that was very much a part of today, because in fact it is. And as you mentioned, the racial wealth gap in this country, I think people forget that a home that is bought in the 50s for $10,000, that accrues great wealth over time, and it is passed down from generation to generation to generation. When you've been shut out of those systems from day one, what happens? You get this gap. And so part of the hope, along with going on the ride and the roller coaster of it all, is really hopefully opening people's eyes to the ways in which we're living right now, and how 50, 60, 70 years ago is not ancient news. It's very much how we're living today.
Absolutely. As I mentioned in the opening, the Emerys are fighting with real people as well as supernatural forces, which one, could say, is a tough call if you pick it. Like, am I scared of ghosts or am I scared of really racist white people? Right? Like, creepy sounds coming from the closet and the ones coming from my lawn. In your sense, which one's worse?
It's always been the neighbor. in my experience, it's always been the creepy neighbor. We had that motto actually in the writers' room. We would ask ourselves, what scared us more? That sound in the basement we can't explain, or that neighbor across the street who's been staring at our house for way longer than they should be? And invariably with all of us, it's always been that person. I think humans can be incredibly compassionate and kind, but they can also, on the flip side, be incredibly terrifying. And so we really wanted to root the horrors and even the supernatural horrors in something that felt very psychological and emotional first, because nothing is scarier, right, than that. Yeah.
I got to ask you before you go one more question, and that's about this question of Black trauma. There are a lot of people who say, why another story about Black trauma? There's so much joy. There's so much progress. There's so much prosperity. Do we need more trauma? What do you say to those people?
Well, we never set out to make a show particularly about trauma. We set out to make a show about resistance. These families, as dark as our show is, as disturbing as our show is a love letter to the families who stuck in and stood their ground. These are families across the Southland of Los Angeles, but across the U.S., who, had they not actually had the fortitude to stick it in, I wouldn't be living where I'm living. You wouldn't be living where you're living. We wouldn't be able to go to the schools we went to. And so as dark and disturbing and as sad and as tragic as our show can be, and it is in places, it's also a story about bravery and about strength at the end of the day. So I was less focused truly on trauma and much more focused on our strength.
I like that. And honestly, the resistance and the strength that you're talking about, there is joy in that, right? I mean, the joy is in the resistance. The victory is in the struggle. And you highlight so much of that. Anyway, Marvin, it was great talking to you. We'll be on the lookout for your next great project because you got so many things going on because you got like 15 jobs. Thank you, brother. Everybody, make sure you check out the series.